What's up, everyone, and welcome to Project XTalk Extra, your weekly podcast supplement from Project XTalk. I'm your host, Kevin, aka the Muffin Man, and today I'm doing a rare solo show after the fact. We just got done with the podcast. Unfortunately, I'm the only one free to do it, but we do have an interesting topic to talk about, in my opinion. So today we're going to be talking about Vicarious Visions and their relationship with Blizzard Entertainment. So this came from an article from Jared Moore over at IGN, who says report Vicarious Visions is set to lose its name and merge with Blizzard. Developer Vicarious Visions will reportedly lose its name in a rebrand that comes as part of an ongoing merger with Blizzard Entertainment. In January, it was announced that Vicarious Visions would be merging with a publisher to support a number of existing games such as Diablo 2, Call of Duty. However, after a recent Polygon report, staff at the studio have reportedly been told that they will lose the studio name. It's rumored that the new studio name could be Blizzardalbany. This comes after a staff meeting, I guess it was a Halloween themed, but this new name, if it is Blizzardalbany, would put it in line with other studios under Blizzard. Now, I have mixed feelings on this because I was never in favor of Vicarious Visions being merged into Blizzard and being basically told that they're a support team. I think that is disrespectful to Vicarious Visions. I think Vicarious Visions is a studio that has a long history. They were formed in 1991. They were bought by Activision in 2005, I believe. So it's been a while since they've been under this umbrella. But in the last year or so, I feel like we've seen Blizzard really treat their studios poorly. I mean, you look not only Vicarious Visions, who put out a fantastic remake of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, but you have Toys for Bob, who also did a fantastic remaster for the Crash games, Spyro games. Then they made a phenomenal game in Crash 4. And then what? They get thrown on Call of Duty. It doesn't make any sense. Yes, Call of Duty is your biggest franchise. It's one of the biggest franchises in the world. It's going to make you millions of dollars. But if the whole thing about this company culture, which is under fire right now, obviously sexual harassment and all that, completely not what we're talking about. But if you want a good company culture, you need to foster, letting people work on what they want to work on, especially in the games industry. I mean, you really think Toys for Bob is going to be happy making Call of Duty? They've clearly shown they have a passion for 3D platformers, especially the Crash Bandicoot series. Let them do a new Spyro game. Let them continue on with Crash Bandicoot, and maybe they will. But right now, you're giving the message that these studios don't matter to you, that they only are there to help you work on your big money-making franchise and screw whatever they want to do. And I feel like Vicarious Visions, while this isn't directly related to the name, is kind of being thrown down the same rabbit hole. I mean, Vicarious Visions, phenomenal games. I grew up with them in the early 2000s. They are my local studio. If we want to get, maybe I have a little more attachment to them than most because I live in New York. They are a New York-based studio. So obviously I want to see them succeed. I want to see them have success, and I don't want their working conditions to be poor. People, this name has been around for over 20 years. How are you going to just take away Vicarious Visions, a studio with such legacy and rich history, and make it Blizzardalbany? Like just a soulless corporate shill company? Like, yes, the people will still be the same. Yes, they might still be working on the same stuff they were going to, and it won't affect game quality. But I feel like there's a lot lost when you take away their name. You're taking away their identity and basically telling them, like, you are no longer Vicarious Visions. You are simply Blizzard, an extended arm of us. You have our interests. You have our, maybe I have a bad view of it. Corporate in the game industry, it is what it is. Money makes the world go around. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But I think this is very sad to see. I would not like this to happen. I really hope it doesn't. I hope they have enough sense to understand, like, hey, fans will be upset if we do this. We don't need to do this. There's really nobody is looking at Vicarious Visions and being like, oh, I wonder if they're owned by Blizzard or Activision. Like, it's been 16 years. We all know where they're underneath. We don't need you to rebrand and take away their identity. And maybe if they do rebrand, it does force people to be like, hey, this isn't the company I want to work for. Maybe they go start their own new Vicarious Visions. I'm just spitballing here. It's a little speculation. Yes, I'm a little worked up. Yes, I'm a little upset that Vicarious Visions might be losing something. And I don't work there. I know people that do work there. I have friends who partners that work at Vicarious Visions. I don't know their takes. I haven't talked to them. I haven't reached out to them, but I know that they don't like the culture at Blizzard and Activision right now. I'm on Twitter enough to see them post about that stuff. So this is just another example of like Blizzard and Activision being tone deaf, I think. Not only to what the fans want, but to what their company needs. I just saw, the CEO of Activision, Bobby Kotick, is going to make $62,000 a year. Ooh, like as some sort of grand gesture until they reform the company. Like, bro, a little too late. Also, 62,000, you're going to be fine, especially because you have that $155 million bonus from last year. Don't act like this is something other than a PR stunt. It isn't. They keep making strange decisions. They keep looking at their fan base and be like, well, we know what you want and we know what our workers want, but we're going to do this instead. And I know I'm just a fan. I love Vicarious Visions. I have a lot of attachment to their older games. I just don't want this to happen to them. And maybe I'm wrong. I'll hold my hands up. If someone from Vicarious Visions wants to contact me and be like, hey, this is completely fine, none of us really care, then I'll admit I was wrong. But as of right now, I can't. If I worked at the studio, I would be upset. That's all I'm saying. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think about Vicarious Visions' potential name change? Do you think this is, I mean, it's probably an overreaction. Let's be honest. Everything's an overreaction on the internet. But let me know your thoughts down below. Share, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.